All right. Hey YouTube, how's it going? Today I just wanted to do like a sort of a life update video, nothing too fancy. Um, I had these ideas to make some other videos, like I was gonna make like a world building video where I just talk about like how I world build, or I was thinking of maybe doing one about the philosophical ideas that I have about time, or maybe a cooking thing. But I really just feel like not doing a whole lot today. Um, don't really even feel like making a video. Just kind of feel like I want to play video games and just chill. But I kind of want to keep this train going with YouTube videos. Don't really have so this one's just kind of like a not even very structured. I still wrote some notes down that I wanted to talk about. Just because I feel like if I'm going to record myself on camera, then I'll probably have brain farts all the time. So I feel like having some sort of list to kind of go off of really helps keep my mind on track. If I lose it, I can just be like, okay, that's the next thing I want to talk about. Um, but yeah, Julia's getting a tattoo actually right now, and I felt like this would be a good opportunity to really just record something. So this is what I'm doing. Um, but yeah, I guess this is pretty much a life update, just some current events going on, just so I can look back and see where I was on this day. Today is the 4th of June, so we're about halfway through 2022. I think I'm about a third, like around 30 to 33 videos into this whole challenge to get to 100 videos, so we're making some good progress. Um, Today's Saturday. Yesterday we hung out with some friends. Angus recently moved back here from Savannah, so it was cool to see him again. And we also hung out with Katie and Joseph, Julia, Pat, Alyssa, Brian, Casey. Um, Pretty much some of us went to a bar. We kind of got some drinks, and then we just hung out at Chris's place afterwards. Watched the Rangers and Lightning hockey game. It's currently the playoffs, so I think the Rangers won. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the Rangers they looked pretty good. I used to play hockey, so it's one of the only sports I can kind of follow. Um, in So I kind of was like, oh yeah, the Rangers feel like they're playing pretty good. Um, but I kind of forget most of the game, honestly. Um, but yeah, it was fun. We hung out there for pretty much the entire afternoon into the night. Woke up this morning, made myself some coffee. We use like I mean, I pretty much put the hot water on the stove, wait till it kind of does the whistle, and then I use this kind of like French press, and it's pretty good coffee. It makes about two batches, so I usually have a cup, and Julia usually has a cup. And then I was thinking about what I wanted to do for lunch, so I made some pizza dough. Um, I think I was mentioning earlier I wanted to make like a video about maybe doing cooking sometime. So as I was making the pizza dough, I was thinking about, should I make a video about, this? But it's kind of like, people on YouTube are really good at making like videos of them cooking. I'm still trying to figure this out, and it sounds really messy trying to cook. Sure, you could probably get like a tripod or someone to film you, but I kind of like this whole style of just talking to a camera and not really having to invest a lot of time into editing for now. So I think that a cooking video of me actually cooking would be kind of um, probably not even interesting. So maybe I'll talk about cooking someday, as I said earlier. But yeah, pretty much just made some coffee, made some pizza dough, and then came into this room and was just playing my time at Sandrock all day. It's this game that's still an early release. It came out probably a week and a half ago. I've probably played about 10 hours of it so far. It's pretty good. It's kind of like Stardew Valley. I really like just collecting resources and completing simple missions and just kind of having a good time, not really worrying about efficiency, just kind of relaxing. And I think playing a game like that, that's kind of what I do to kind of decompress sometimes. So uh, just like doing that. But sometimes when I do that like all day, it does feel like I just kind of wasted the day a bit. So I wanted to, make a video just to say I did something productive, check it off the list. I've probably made some videos in the past about like, I just like having a thing where I can check off the list, and this is my productive thing of the day. Um, Looking at myself, I do need to get myself a haircut. I probably could have put that on the list, but making a video versus giving myself a haircut. I think it's kind of cool actually seeing like I guess the progression of my hair growing out in some of these videos. Like you can really look back and just be like, just kind of see the progression over time. But it's kind of a project to cut my hair. I don't really like going to the barber. Um, I think like I don't know, maybe I'm just cheap, but I feel like haircuts are kind of expensive. So I usually just cut it myself. But it's kind of like a mini project because I either have to get the vacuum out and like shave or vacuum up everything, or if I do like if I shave over the sink, I don't want all the hair to go down the drain because it might like clog up the drain. My hair is kind of thick and wiry, so it's yeah, I just don't really want to clog up the drain. So I usually put paper towels in the sink and then just kind of clean it up afterwards. It really doesn't even take that long. I'm just, this is one of the things I procrastinate about, just haircuts in general and stuff. I don't know. But yeah, other things going on in my life. Julia and I are thinking about buying a house soon, which is exciting. We've probably toured about 5 houses so far. Um, they're all pretty like, the houses in this area are pretty nice. Townhouses are more in our budget at the current moment. Um, but we have seen some houses that are kind of like independent single family houses that are nice. Um, yeah, we've probably toured about 5 of them so far. I don't think we're in any real rush to move at the moment. We've kind of talked about it a bit. If the right opportunity comes up, of course, we'd probably consider it. I mean, we're considering it now, but you know what I mean. But I guess right now the market feels a bit kind of not in our favor, if that makes sense. So we're kind of waiting until like the houses kind of go down. We're kind of seeing those trends right now, and we just really don't want like the place we have. I've probably said this in another video that we're pretty content where we are for the moment. If we had to move, or if we had to stay here for like a little bit longer, we'd probably be fine. We're near friends, we're near family. We're pretty comfortable, so really, we don't want to be house poor if we buy a house, because we'd probably have to, put a lot of our like money we've set aside to the down payment and whatnot. And we don't really want to have like a downgrade situation either. So like right now we're pretty pampered. The home was the rental company or whoever owns the place that we're at, they have maintenance people who can come fix things, and they have events every now and then. It's pretty nice place, nice situation, so don't really want to have a downgrade. um but it's the whole like how long do you want to keep renting, when do we want to start building like equity and stuff like that of having a place to own, paying a mortgage instead of just throwing the money into rent. So those are kind of the things we're considering. But I'm pretty happy with where we are in life. So if we have to wait another year, whatever, we have to wait another year. Just kind of is what it is. Let's see, we're about 9 minutes in. After this video recording, I'll probably finish making the pizza. The dough's been rising for probably 2+ hours, 2 or 3 hours. So I'm pretty, if I ever make a cooking video, I don't really follow recipes that often. It's just kind of like every time you cook, it's just a new experience, and it's exciting to try whatever you've made. It's a little bit different every time, and I think that's what kind of keeps it fun. I think my philosophy in cooking is more of like an art rather than a science. So even with like baking pizza dough, there are like recipes, and I kind of vaguely follow them, but I don't really like follow them to a T, if you know what I mean. It's more about like feeling the dough and just looking at it, and like when it feels like it's ready, then it's done kind of thing. So I don't really do like a lot of measuring, but seems to turn out pretty decent every time, a little bit different, as I said, but that's kind of part of the fun of cooking, in my opinion. And it's also just something that I guess there's a lot of things in life where you kind of are like perfectionist about it. And so it's good to have those things in life where you can just kind of like relax about it and not really worry, especially when you're mostly just cooking for yourself. And then if anyone else wants it, it's fun to cook for other people too, and they can have it. And, you know, but yeah, I'll probably do that, cook the pizza in a bit. We have some leftover pork I made. So maybe like a pulled pork pizza. Again, I'm just kind of seeing what we have, putting it together, kind of like a leftovers pizza. Good way to use up your leftovers. But yeah, other than that, after I cook pizza, I think we might be hanging out with some people later. I'm not 100% sure. Might watch some movies. Um, but yeah, just kind of enjoying the weekend. Don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I guess we'll find out later. But I guess closing this up, talk a little bit about the YouTube channel, how I'm feeling about it. So far, still feeling pretty good about the YouTube channel. It does feel pretty cringe a lot of the time, just talking in front of a camera, and there's probably a lot of mistakes and a lot of things that I could be doing better. But I think it's just cool to be able to document a point in time where, this is, what I was like. This is how I was feeling. Just kind of, you know, being raw, I guess. I like that. We're kind of memeing about it the other day. Actually, for like the past week, just like raw footage videos. And I don't know. It's just kind of turned into a big like meme. But yeah. I mean, I kind of like that kind of style. I think it's kind of. I mean, not to like toot my own horn, but I feel like it's like kind of charming in a way. Just like getting a break from high produced stuff and just kind of seeing something that's kind of low quality. And I think I talk about that too much, but it is what it is. It's my channel, I guess. So yeah. And it feels really weird recording yourself and watching yourself on camera back. Kind of weird, but just gotta keep practicing and getting used to it. But I think that's all for now. Gonna go finish the pizza. Yeah, later days. See you next time.